When The Weeknd dropped House of Balloons, it changed the sound of modern R&B. It was moody, distorted, and raw. But behind that sound was producers like Illangelo. Using dark textures and ambient elements, the production felt more like film scores than beats. In this video, I'm breaking down how to create that exact style. From eerie keys and washed out pads to heavy drums and vocal effects. Let's get into it. We're going to start with a very simple key pattern. We're using the C minor scale, which we can see by going up here and selecting View, going down to Scale Highlighting, and changing this mode to minor and the root note to C. We're choosing a minor scale because we want this to sound dark. We're then going to select our bass notes, which simply sound like this. We're gonna have this simple 1-bar melody, which is then repeated over here. This melody is nothing crazy, it doesn't even use chords, but this is where it stands out. We can open up the sound we're using. Here you can see I'm using Tone Vault. This is my own plugin that I created specifically for this type of sound. I've decided to use this bell preset here. Now we can add some effects, but I've decided that I want to send this to a mixer track because I want to add something a little different. Inside this mixer track, we can unroot this from the master and then send it to 2 more mixer tracks. Inside of these mixer tracks, we're going to separate the sounds into different frequency bands. We have a low pass filter on the first mixer track at 2000 Hz. And on the next mixer track, we have a high pass filter at 2000 Hz. Simply, we're breaking the sound into the low and high frequencies. Now for the lower frequencies, we're going to add a decapitator. If you don't have decapitator, you can use any type of distortion plugin. Here's how this will sound in isolation. And with the high frequencies added back in. Now let's send both of these mixer tracks to another mixer track, where we can add some delay and some reverb. Here's how this will now sound. This distorted sound adds grit and texture and is great for this type of music. Now we want to add a bass line. We'll simply copy over the 4 bass notes that we used in the melody. I'm using Tone Vault again for this and using the Snake bass preset. Now we want this melody to sound more full, so we're going to layer it with a pad. Let's copy the pattern from the bell over, but this time use a pad preset. Here's how these 3 elements sound together. Now we're going to add some drums. This is where things get really interesting. We have a simple kick pattern, a snare, an open hat, which actually is a reversed open hat, a simple 2-step hi-hat pattern, where I've adjusted the velocities down here to make it sound like a shaker. Then let's add a second hi-hat, and some perks and accent snares. Here's how the drums will sound before we process them. Oh, you'll also notice there's this hi-hat roll at the end. This is just a hi-hat roll with increasing note velocities. Now we can send all of the mixer tracks from the drums to one separate mixer track. Make sure you unsend these to the master though. Inside of this new mixer track, we're going to add a thermal preset to add some distortion and grit to the drums. We're then going to add some RC20 retro color, which we're only using the space section for. Basically, we're just adding reverb to these sounds. There's also a little bit of distortion here, but it's not particularly necessary, since we've already distorted these sounds using thermal. Here's how these drums sound post-processing. Now, we need to keep the track evolving. I found this dope crowd chant from Splice, which I decided to pitch up by 6 semitones so that it was in the key of the beat, which as we know is C minor. I also added this portal preset to give it that gated stutter effect. For simplicity, I then rendered this as its own clip. And after structuring, we had a final beat. However, we aren't finished yet. We now need to export this beat as an audio clip. We can then pitch this beat down. I also added some slight distortion on the master track, as well as some fresh air, which gives the high end a boost, and an ozone to master the track. I also don't know why my ozone looks like this, it's just kind of bugged. And I also put a vocal over the top of the beat so you can hear how it would sound in context. Anyway, this is how the final track will sound altogether. Oh, and on a side note, if you want to access my plugin Tone Vault, I've got a link in the description where it's currently 40% off. For full disclosure, I created this plugin using all of the sounds that I like to use inside of different beats. It's not 100% necessary for these type of beats, but I find it gives the perfect sound that I'm looking for. So if you want to download this, make sure to check out the link in the description. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you learned anything in this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more. And feel free to let me know in the comments what you would like to see in my next videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.